All right, here we are. Hello. How's it going today, everybody? Happy Monday. How you doing out there? Hope you had a good weekend, as always. I hope you got to enjoy yourself. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh my goodness, I should pull that up and play that. That was like the original theme song music for the show. I forgot. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready for Christmas? I sure am. Today is December the 20th, if you're watching this live anyway. Uh-oh. And I've got these 2 years ago. My daughter gave me dad jokes. 365 of them. And you get the pleasure today of me reading it. I'm going to read you two. This is the one from December 19th. Dad jokes. A man walks into a bar and orders helicopter-flavored chips. The bartender replies, sorry, we only do plain. I need a sound effect machine. All right, this is a good one. Are you ready for this? Be nice in the comments now. How did the telephone propose to his girlfriend? He gave her a ring. I don't even remember that one. All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. As always, I'm your host, David Burrows. I've got some more here, but check out my personal Facebook timeline, and you can probably see a lot of these. Good to have you here. Please say hello in the comments. I might respond later. You never know. I just hope you're keeping well out there. And if you haven't done it yet, do me a huge favor. Join the mailing list there at theshowlive.live. We're revamping the website as well. We'll be adding some new things there. And something exciting coming in the new year, an informational system for events, etc. in Lambton County. An informational system. David, what is an informational system? An informational system. It's a system that's going to provide you 24 hours of information free. What do you mean, David? That's all I'm telling you right now. Help me get closer to 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I've been working hard at editing right now, and I've got some video from like earlier on in the summer to post on my YouTube. Some ships and my trip to Thunder Bay, which I have not even begun editing, but I'll be getting started over the holidays, and hope to share that with you. And it's all warm weather stuff, so it'll keep you warm over the holidays as well. Shout out to my friend Graham Holmes. Last week, Wednesday, my friend Dan Tidball and myself got to the Sarnia Beer Club. That's right, there is such a thing, the Sarnia Beer Club, and we were there. And Joe Donkers from Stone Pickers Brewing was there talking about how they make malts, and they were talking about malts and hops, and they were talking about it all. It was really informative. The beer was good too, I'm not going to lie. Dan and I had a lot of fun catching up. We've been friends for years, and actually we were counting the years, and we were like, wow, where'd that time go? And we've just had a lot of fun catching up there, and it was a really great turnout as well. But if you want to find out more, they're going to be doing another one once a month, starting again in January. Go to sarniabeerclub.com. And thank you so much, Graham, for the invitation and the information night. We're going to be regular club members. It happens on a Wednesday night, and wrapped up around 9 o'clock, so it's not a late night. So you can still have some beer and get up and go to work in the morning. No problem there. Thanks again, Graham. Really appreciate that. NoOneStandsAlone.ca is a place to find out about all the information that's in this booklet, No One Stands Alone, put together by Deb Patel and her family, and a lot of supporters help bring this out. But go to No One Stands Alone. It's a list of first contact resources and explanations of many services offered by agencies in Lambton County, from adult crisis to TelCheck, victim services, St. Clair Child Need. All the numbers, everything, and their websites all located in the book, and all in one place at NoOneStandsAlone.ca. Thanks. We'll have to have Deb back here in the new year. The new year, yeah, for sure. Now, why did I forget to do this? There's always something I forget to do, but there we go. I always like to say thanks to my supporters. Without the supporters, the show would not be existing here. Thanks to our friends at Hughes Intelligence who've been supporting us for many years. Really appreciate Barry and his staff down there. Also the official security providers for the Sarnia Sting, and our friends at AG Event Graphics, group of companies, Huron Signs, SWO. Guy, thank you so much for 10 years of support here on the show. Joe's Discount Tire. Get them on. Be ready for that snow. All seasons tires are not all seasons. I don't know why they call them that. But Joe's Tires could tell you, and they could hook you up. And Tourism Sarnia-Lambton, although we've worked with them for many years in collaborations, they've come on board as a supporter here of the show and our Sarnia Sting broadcasts as well. So thanks to all of them for their support. And, of course, all of you as well, right? What are you getting me for Christmas? Is anybody getting me anything for Christmas? Maybe like just a funny email, or maybe you tell me a dad joke or something. Anyway, all right. There's lots of great organizations in our community. I love talking about them, but this next one, they just do so many impactful things in our community, and I'm excited to have them back. Amy Weiler and Laura Domingos from LEO, Lambton Elderly Outreach, going to give us a little update on their Break the Ice-olation campaign. And had a lot of fun talking to these ladies. Listen closely, and then I'll be back. All right, here we are with some very special ladies here. We're giggling already. We're having fun before you guys even know it. Welcoming back, revisiting, if you will, Amy Weiler and Laura Domingos from Lambton Elderly Outreach, and we're going to talk about the Break the Ice-olation campaign again. Welcome back, ladies.
Thanks, Dave.
Right on. We've got lots to talk about here, and I'm so impressed with what you've put together for the community. But for those who may be watching and don't know, let's kind of go over what LEO is and your positions. Amy, let's start with you.
Sure. So I'm the Community Engagement Specialist at LEO. And LEO is really an organization that supports older adults over the age of 60 and people with disabilities. We provide in-home supports so that they can age in place and stay at home longer. So supports like transportation and Meals on Wheels. And we also provide volunteer opportunities to help support our programs. And then, of course, the socialization part is very important for us at LEO, and is kind of how the Break the Ice-olation campaign got started, with the recognition of how difficult the pandemic has been, and how isolating it has been for everyone. And we just wanted to provide opportunities for people to get together again and just break any feelings of loneliness.
Yeah, right. And there's a lot going on there. Lots of services that LEO's providing. And we'll get to all of that. Laura, tell everybody what you're doing there at LEO.
Yeah, so I am in my 12th year at LEO here. I am the manager of community support services. So I am responsible for overseeing a lot of our community services, such as transportation, home maintenance, Meals on Wheels, and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a busy role, but it's a fun role.
Yeah, for sure. And and talk about all the services all we want, but really at the end of the day, this is really about connecting with people, right?
That's exactly right. So, Amy and I started talking early on in the year about what we could do to try and get things kind of not necessarily back to normal, because I'm not sure we're ever going to really see a normal anytime soon, but quite honest, especially now, right? But, we did discuss the mental well-being and the effect that COVID has had on the mental health of many people, not just Sarnia-Lambton, obviously, but everywhere. So we started with this initiative of Break the Ice-olation campaign, and it's just kind of gone from there. So it's been very exciting to see the events that we've had. We've had an ice cream social at the very beginning.
Yeah, I missed that one, darn it.
I know. And we had 2 locations for that one. It was really great to see people getting out. We had some live music. We've had people out just, socially distanced responsibly, but being able to actually interact with other people. And I think that's where we're going with this is, we want to be responsible with it, but we want to get people out.
Yeah. Amy, did you guys see a nice positive response on people's faces when you put on some of those in-person events?
Yes, and because they had to remain small, smaller groups, we really got to know the clients and know the the event visitors very well, and we're able to get to know each other on a deeper level, and that's what it's about. Our third initiative included the Sarnia Library as a partner and EXP Realty, and the library brought some books and some button making and a green screen with photos. So, you know, through books and learning and talking, we had a lot of conversation about life and the stages of life. And a really important aspect of that event was having children there too. So it was it was 50-50 older adults and children. And we matched them together to just enjoy conversation over books.
And share stories and advice and thoughts and different perspectives on what was it like back then to what it's like now, I bet, right?
Exactly. One of the ladies there told a story about how a horse and buggy used to come to her house and drop off milk and eggs every morning and pick up the empty bottles the next day. So it was, you know, the kids were just, their jaws dropped. They couldn't believe that in Sarnia, you know, maybe 20, like, well, I guess it was more like 40 years ago. It was
more than 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's what would happen. So, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a lot of relationship building between those generations as well, right?
Exactly. It helps build a better understanding, right, of the challenges of each generation, how they overcame it, what are some strategies to do that, and just building kindness, right? Looking out for your neighbors. You know, as people age, all of us, it's hard to admit when we can't do things anymore, and we need that extra support in whichever ways, whether it's shoveling your snow, a few home cooked meals delivered each week, you know, just general conversation. We all need that. I
find a little bit of just a simple hello. You know, I go back to Sesame Street, you know, the people that you meet when you're walking down the street, right? Just smile and say hello. It starts with that, right? What's so where are we at now with the Break the Isolation campaign? What's happening?
Yes, so we are in our last couple of initiatives for the month of December. And these are really our keystone events, our biggest event. And we are so excited to come and talk to the community about it, because we really want to encourage community members to join us at this one, at the Sarnia Sting game. Every year, Leo does a gift campaign for clients and volunteer appreciation. So we've extended the invite to clients and will provide the transportation for them to get to the game. So we're happy to have about 24 people coming, and then volunteers on top of that, and staff and community. We just see it as a really great opportunity, you know, over a good old hockey game. Every generation loves hockey. So
yeah, for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
And we've got some initiatives happening here. Laura, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, I was just going to say, speaking of generations, we are giving away tickets to that game. We've put together kind of a bit of a contest, more just to see people again coming together. But we want to see how many hockey jerseys you can, or how many generations you can get into a hockey jersey and get a picture of. So posted there, you'll see the information on how to get your photo submitted, and you can win tickets up to the upcoming game, January 2nd against the Windsor Spitfires. Nice. And join us there with Leo. Yeah. Exciting stuff today too. On Thursday, I was out delivering tickets to some of our clients with a couple of Sting players. So that was pretty exciting too, to see them.
Oh yeah, they love that.
Yeah, it was really great to see. We delivered to a couple of clients. One of actually is a former OHL star himself. So that was really exciting to see too. Really, really exciting stuff. And so we love
doing this, Laura, because a little plug here, like Laura's like biggest Sting fan ever. Yeah. And your kids are there with you.
Always. Yeah, always. I do. I love, unfortunately, I don't get to get out as much in the community as I would like to. Being, the manager of the department, I kind of have to oversee everything from my office here, which actually, if you look around, you can see there's a lot of sting still, a lot of sting here too. But yeah, so I do. I love getting out in the community. I love being able to interact with our clients and really have a little bit of conversation. And, obviously they enjoy it too, which is great to see. But yeah, so back to the generations in hockey jerseys. The email address is listed there below. I believe it's awheeler@lambtonelderlyoutreach.org. Send us your picture.
Weiler.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I was just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, send us your picture, and we're gonna actually have the Sting vote on the best photo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and the winner will win tickets to that game. So come on out and do that. And, speaking of the game, of course, that is the big finale for our Breaking the Isolation campaign. Every year, Leo, for the last several years anyways, Leo has participated in the Chuck-a-Puck event at the Sarnia Sting game, or at least once. So this year, like Amy said, we've made it more of a community event. We are getting some of our clients out. We're getting our volunteers out. It is going to be a very exciting night, or afternoon, I should say.
Yeah.
That'll wrap up our campaign for now. We'll see what the future holds, but that'll be the big.
I know you guys are always up to something there, and you got to keep. But I mean, really, like this is. Let's talk money here for a moment, ladies. I mean, I see, like United Way is one of the supporters for Leo, and United Way supports 40 different services in our community, which is fantastic. But you still have to only get so much coming in from that. You've got to continue to keep raising funds to keep Leo going and provide the services. Chuck-a-Puck. It's nice to be able to do that Chuck-a-Puck, right? But a lot of challenges in the last almost longest 2 weeks of our life, 2 years, right? Have you been able to adapt pretty well though through it all?
Yes, we have. And as you mentioned, the community partnerships are really the strength of getting this campaign going and supporting the community. We've partnered with the City of Sarnia and the Strangway Center on a couple of events. The Sarnia Sting have been amazing, so supportive along the way. And financial donations from Shell Canada, Retired Teachers of Ontario, and EXP Realty has also been fabulous, covering the cost of the tickets and doing a lot of other things with Leo too. And that's something I've talked to all the donors about is let's continue this. What could we do in the spring and summer and keep this momentum going, because the need just is always there.
Yeah, even pre-pandemic, the need was there. That's why Leo exists. But then that comes along, and who knows what it's going to look like in spring, summer, right? So great to have Leo as a community supporter as well. Let's talk about. You had some videos that were put together recently. Talk about this initiative.
Sure. So with your help, we were able to get quite a number of people together, 6 or 8 people between the ages of 8 years old and 95 years old. And we surprised them with 10 questions. And these questions were all about life and passing on, storytelling. And it was so great to see how, for example, if you scroll down a little bit more there, Jessie Rabbit.
I love her.
I know. So she's 95, and she was matched with Cam from the Sarnia Sting, who is 20. I believe he's 20.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of years between them.
Right.
And through these questions, they really went off script. They went beyond just answering the questions and were having such a real conversation about things. And two people you think would have nothing in common.
Had so
right?
much to talk
You would
about.
assume that. You would think, what do these two have in common? Well, they have life in common. They have experiences in common. We all have challenges in our life. We all have happy moments. You know, we're all connected to our families, and to see the answers that come out of these questions were so great.
Yeah, I got to tell you, like putting it together, just going through the raw footage was really, it was an experience for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. And then going back after, it was like, wow, I really did a lot of heavy thinking after, you know, and had an appreciation. And Jessie, yeah, she was just, what I noticed happening, and folks, you can watch this on the Leo Facebook page, was like you said, Amy, it was these were the questions, but then they just started having a conversation. I think they forgot the cameras were there, and it's almost like they were in the same room, and they just started talking. Everybody who was involved did that. And it was really see it all come together. And if you go to the Facebook page, folks, you'll see that people are really liking this and commenting. This is having an impact, which was the idea of it, right?
Right.
Yes, of course. And I think it was Cam actually who made a comment about, you know, he's never asked even his own grandparents these questions, and it made him think, you know, over the holidays, maybe I'll do that. So it is something we all, you know, if you have a grandparent or even your own parents, you know, have you ever asked them about life in general and some of the experiences when they were younger or they were your age? And it is powerful. It's nice to hear you felt that too, David.
Yeah, and it's more than just uphill both ways. Right? But it's the conversations. You know, we talked about like relationships and connecting really in the beginning of all of this. And again, everything that Leo does is to help bring that all together. And I mean, everything that I've seen Leo doing, you're having huge success. Both of you being heavily involved in this. Like I know these are your careers, but your hearts are both really into all this, right, Laura?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I can't tell you how grateful I am to have Amy on board. It's been just so, I don't even know the words to explain having her on board and having the privilege. And I mean that when I say privilege, I truly mean privilege of working with her. It's just been fantastic. We seem to really jive. I think we kind of have the same ideas. Like you said, our hearts are in the same places. So we just flow and we just go with it. And it just makes it so much easier and so much more enjoyable. So,
yeah. And I think we work well together because we both get stuff done, you know, and Dave, you've worked with me too on committees. We're always action oriented and putting things into plan and out into the community. You know, if you recognize and see something that needs to be changed or improved, it's amazing to work with people who also see that and want to get involved. And when
you get that synergy, great things happen. Right?
Exactly.
That's right.
You know, that's right. It's great that you can be able to say it's not just I'm not just going to my job. It's a career, but I'm not just going to that. I'm going. Well, I like to talk about impact a lot, you know, and that's really at the end of the day what Leo's doing. Now, coming forward past the Chuck a Puck, the end of the hockey season. Dare we talk about that yet?
Don't say it. Don't say
it. But can you give me? I know you don't like telling me everything all the time, but can you give me a little sneak peek of what we might see in the future with Leo?
You know, one area we are going to focus on this winter is volunteerism. And I know that interrupted a lot of organizations, a lot of people who are kind and want to give their time and maybe a bit nervous to get back into it again. But we love our volunteers and we couldn't operate programs and do as much as we do without them. So that, you know, that's going to be a big focus in the new year too, is, starting up some of our.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and on that note, we've actually started to re-implement and reintroduce our volunteers. So for example, transportation, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Leo is the only transportation provider in all of Sarnia-Lambton that continued to provide service right through the pandemic, right from day one. We still provide transportation. We are the only provider that provides 365 days a year as well. So we're out Christmas Day, we're out Boxing Day, we're out New Year's. But yeah, because we're so busy, we are starting to slowly bring back our volunteer drivers as well. Of course, with proper protocol in place and precautions. But we are getting busy again. And so, it is important for those that, are looking for something to do, that have, even if they've only got an hour a week, Leo will absolutely utilize that hour. And I know for a fact the clients would absolutely appreciate it. So
yeah, and I know important. Like volunteering, like you say, took a hard hit in a lot of organizations, but I know a couple of the volunteers that were involved with Leo, and they're like, I get so much more out of this than what I think, like they're feeling it back tenfold to what they're doing. And transportation, I love that you throw that out there, and it's okay to brag about it because it's true. No, but really, because even during the pandemic, I know Leo went beyond Lambton County.
Yes, we did.
Provided some transportation that was needed because it just wasn't available. So, I mean, that's amazing as well. But transportation, I think, is one of those things we take for, when we're done here today, I got things to do. I'm just going to walk out the door and hop in my van and away I go, or walk out the door and go to the bus stop and away I go. And that's really, that keeps a lot of people back from doing some of the things they want to do. So that's I know that's a key point of Leo, but there's so much more going on there. But anything else you want to cover before I let you go? Besides Merry Christmas, and Laura, you got the festive going on there and all that.
Yeah, always. I have a dress for every day of the month.
Awesome.
Actually, Laura was out delivering gifts from our gift campaign this year.
Oh, wonderful.
With our donations, we were able to put together a beautiful gift basket for 30 clients.
Nice.
And everything in the gift is items to help break the isolation. So having a cup of tea with a friend and a treat. We have games in there. I won't give away too much in case people haven't opened them yet.
Right.
But yeah, she was out delivering those to each of the clients today.
And how much time did you get to spend with those clients, Laura? Like you had a lot to do, but you probably had time for conversation.
Yeah, it is hard, but you don't want to cut them off, right? You want to have that conversation. So, 10 to 15 minutes with each client. And like Amy said today, I was actually out with the Sarnia Sting, with the assistance of them, Theo Hill and Nolan DeGursey.
Nice.
We were delivering the tickets to the game and a little goodie bag for the clients that are going to be joining us at the game January 2nd. So it was really nice to see them spending some time and interacting with the clients. We absolutely thank the Sarnia Sting for all of their support. They have been phenomenal from puck COVID to, through all of this even. They've just been a great community support and part of why I love them so much, right? And why I throw my support behind them.
Yeah, for sure.
Even after that Kitchener game. But anyway,
we're past that.
Go there.
I was watching that.
It's great. It's really great. And being able to have that 10 or 15 minutes with the client really, truly makes a difference. It's so heartwarming to see their faces light up, to see a visitor. It brings tears to my eyes every time I think about it. So
awesome impact. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for all that you do at Leo and what you're doing in our community. It's fantastic. And I'll just one more time, folks, still time. How long is there a cutoff date to get this into Amy Weiler?
So right up to that January 2nd date, we need to pick a winner so they can come to the game with us.
Okay.
So right up to the end of December is okay. And we hope to even play some of the pictures on the big screen as well.
Oh,
so, a couple minutes there. All month long.
Right on. Thank you both so much once again. Appreciate you joining. Folks, we're going to be posting the posters on our Facebook page and links to Lambton Elderly Outreach or Leo. And get in there, have some fun, and support this great community organization. Amy and Laura, thank you so much for being here, and all the best and Merry Christmas over the holidays.
Thank you. You too.
Amy and Laura, thank you so much. Ladies, always a joy to have them here to talk to, and we have a lot of laughs before and during the conversation that we just had there. But truly impactful what Leo is doing, and Amy and Laura work super hard to make it all come together. I've said it already, but I'll say it again. Ladies, thank you both for what you do, not just at Leo, but the impact that you're having at Leo in our communities as well. Thank you so much for that. And you can find out more about the Break the Isolation campaign. And of course, get those jerseys out. And if you can get to the game and support them with the Check a Puck, I know they'll appreciate having you there and giving them your support. That's what I was trying to say. Links are also on the Facebook page after the show today as well. Well, I guess Merry Christmas, and happy holidays, however you celebrate. I'm super grateful for all of you who watch the show and join in supporting the show and join in the comments. And I'm just super fortunate to be able to sit here in this chair and come and talk to you every week. So thanks to all of you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, season's greetings, however you celebrate it. Enjoy it and enjoy it safely. That's all the time I got for you right now. Have a great week and an even better weekend. I will see you next time right here on the show. Bye for now.